In this video, we are going to revisit the artwork that you saw in the Good Art versus Bad Art survey, and I'm going to give you a little more information about them. Hopefully you remember what you ranked them based on your snap judgments, and then we'll see if your opinion of any of these pieces change as you're learning a little bit more about it. So the first piece that I showed you was this one, and this appears to be a trash bag sitting on the floor. But what you're actually looking at is a sculpture by the artist named Judd Nelson. This is sculpted from a piece of marble, and it is sculpted, it is carved to look like a trash bag. It's actually called Hefty 2-ply. And he worked really hard, it's extremely heavy, and created this really neat sculpture that appears to be a trash bag. So the question then becomes, does this make it more valuable as a work of art, less valuable as a work of art? Does it stay the same? Does this change your opinion on this piece at all? All right, the second piece that you looked at was this blue painting with this kind of white yellowish line down the middle of it. This painting is by an artist named Barnett Newman. It's a color theory painting, a color block painting, and actually it is created. I want to show you the third piece as well. Many people have suggested that this is actually of the same subject matter. The second image that you see here is by Michelangelo. This is part of the ceiling of the Sistine Chapel, where we have God's hand reaching out to the hand of Adam. But you see there is a space between the two fingers there. So the space that you see over in the Barnett Newman piece is also representing that space, that divide. So there's a little more information on those two paintings. Not sure if that changes your opinion on either of those. There's a little more information on the Sistine Chapel piece. Your next work of art. This cityscape painting was created many years ago, kind of a modern scene for the time. Excellent use of that 2-point perspective, right? You see lots of different techniques using perspective there. You might already know who this one is, and if you take a look at the signature down here, you can definitely make out an A and an H. Any guesses? Yeah, this painting was by Adolf Hitler. So here is a painting that, I don't know, does this change your opinion of how good it is in terms of its technical merit? Did he do a good job painting it? Does the fact that he was not a good person, does that change your opinion on the work of art? These are all questions that you should be kind of asking yourself as you go through these pieces. This one, a lovely expressionist piece by an artist who is no longer with us now, but probably one of my favorite works of art by an artist named Ruby. And Ruby is an elephant. Ruby is was an elephant living in India, and her trainers taught her how to paint, and then they would sell the paintings, and all of the proceeds actually went towards taking care of the elephants. So again, does this change your opinion on this work of art? Is it good? Did she do a good job? Does she even know what she was doing? Would you buy it? Why would you buy it? Would you hang this in your house? Lots of different questions for you to be asking yourself. Oh man, I wish this picture was a little more crisp. But this is a painting. Hopefully you recognize the person here is Jay Leno, talk show host. And anybody know who painted it? George Bush. You might already know that George Bush, in his time since no longer being president, he has taken up art, and he started taking up art mostly as a therapy type of just something very therapeutic, helping him through a lot of things. I'm sure being president is not best for your mental health. And so he's created so many portraits. And it's really interesting if you have time to go through and look at some of his earlier portraits and to what he's doing now. And there's a lot of improvement. But again, does this change your opinion of this work of art? Is it better? Is it worse? Did you like George Bush? Did you not? I don't know. And here we have a pig. Appears to be basically a contour drawing of a pig. And our artist for this one is Picasso. I feel like I need to make a corny Picasso joke here. You're welcome. But this one is by probably the most famous artist of all time. Everybody knows who Picasso is. And so, does your opinion, knowing that Picasso drew this pig, does that make it better? Worse? Does it stay the same? Okay. So, now what I want you to do is go back to the slideshow and answer the questions on slide number 5, and then you can move forward.